Hi, I'm Asia. I am a politics and international relations student and I am black.
Hi there, I'm Chucky. I'm doing first year aerospace engineering and I'm a Malay.
Hello, my name is Elmo Huang and my major is MSc International Social Change and Policy and I come from Taiwan.
Hi, my name is Justin Lim. I'm Malaysian and I'm currently doing aerospace engineering in the University of Sheffield.
Hello, my name is Manuela. I'm studying biomedical science and I'm currently in my final year and my ethnicity is Black African.
Personally, I feel like the University of Sheffield is culturally diverse in a way because we got a lot of international students coming from across the world.
Yes, I think the University of Sheffield is culturally diverse because in the campus the students come from all over the world and also the university's school societies, they hold lots of activities for international students.
There's places in the uni where you can see cultural diversity, but I think they're more like for show, kind of, to show people, yeah, we're culturally diverse.
I think the university is culturally diverse to an extent. I think there is definitely a push for we are international. To be honest, for me personally, it was a bit of a shock coming here just because I moved from London, which is extremely diverse and multicultural, with my school having not really any dominant ethnicity.
Mainly, I didn't expect to find a lot of Malaysians here before I came here, and in terms of the staff and the academics here, a couple of them are Malaysians as well, and they were even doing their PhD here. So when it comes to stereotyping, I do feel that we Asians get stereotyped as well a lot. Many people assume that Chinese people, not just Chinese people, but other Asians as well, are supposed to be smart, especially when it comes to mathematics. It is quite stressful sometimes because people will expect more of us when it comes to the exams. Asian people are stereotyped as to have squinty eyes. And by squinty, I mean like we have really small eye gaps, and it could be an offense at certain times. Another thing is that Asian people are stereotyped to be able to be involved in fields like engineering, medical, or law only.
I don't know if I feel stereotyped because I stopped paying attention to those kind of things a long time ago, but for example, in my course, we had to make a video about what it's like to study biomedical science in Sheffield, and I did it with my 4 friends on my course, and we were all black. But like when they published the video, they kind of put international view of how to study in Sheffield, and none of us are international students. We're all like home students, so we kind of found that was a bit stereotypical of them, like to think that just because we're all black and we're making a video together that we're international.
I kind of feel a bit of stereotype as a Malay coming from an Asian region because most people think that all Asians are Chinese.
When I walk on the street, and sometimes the native people will think I'm very rich because of my color of skin.
I guess every marginalised person feels stereotyped in one sense, and there's like constant assumptions that are related to race and gender and sexuality and whatnot. Yeah, those are just daily microaggressions I guess people of colour have to deal with.
I feel like because I'm a Malay, I'm gonna stick with a lot of Malaysian in general, but I don't really like sticking with them 24/7 because I'm studying overseas far from my hometown, so I want to try new things, new experience. But my race itself is a barrier in making friends locally or any other international friends. I guess that being a race which is not white, it's kind of difficult to make friends here.
I think my race influences my social life a lot because if you compare to what British students do, or like maybe people from India or like students from China, it's all very different. Some of the things that people find enjoyable, for example, going to Pop-Tarts or something like that, I don't find enjoyable. I like doing other kinds of stuff, but I think it's more up to like what you've grown up with and just what environment you were in and like what you did your whole life.
Many of us Malaysians, we could speak up to at least 3 languages naturally. When it comes to making friends or meeting new people, I find that people are more acceptable towards Malaysians.
It's interesting. I guess it affects social life in different ways and depends on the power dynamics involved when it comes to the institution and working within the university and dealing with academics or staff. I guess you always feel that your race might be playing a factor in the back of your mind on things that occur, especially when you are one of a minority. I have a very diverse group of friends. I meet a diverse group of people. I feel like my race and my ethnicity and whatever adds to just my socialisation and gives me more elements to talk about as well as being British.
Some Western people, they think that Chinese people like to gather together, flock, and stay in one group. And Western people think Chinese people or East Asian people, they don't like make friends with the Western citizens. But due to some difficulties, language barrier, it avoid them to participate more.
Being BME is kind of special for me. You don't really need to care about your race, your background, or your color. So that's why, till today, I'm proud of being a Malay.
I get to mix Arab culture, African culture, Swedish culture, English culture, and it just, it provides more things to talk about, more languages to speak, more food to eat.
Yes, I like being BME. For example, when we are in our lectures, professors will ask the BME some questions, because while we are comparing the policies between different countries, then as minorities in the class, we can share our perspective to enrich the class.
Being BME, it makes me feel different from the locals here in the UK. Although I do try my best to blend in with the locals as well and try to pick up their cultures and traditions and their way of life. It also gives me a sense of pride that I can represent my country in the UK here.
Well, I love being BME because being BME makes me what I am. I think if I was something else, it wouldn't be me. Like, this is like kind of ingrained all the way down into my bones for me, because I feel like safe and loved in this community because we're kind of all together in this boat, but like there's so much variety, and I really like seeing like all of the variety like in different races, and it's just like great.